Hello, I'm Deanna and welcome to Nana's Journey. Today I'm going to use up some of my scraps and some of my stash to make a pillowcase. It'll be 24 by 24. The blocks are going to be 10 inch and then I've got 2 inch border all the way around. So that adds the extra 4 inches. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to cut 3.5 inch squares out of all these fabrics. Let me get that cut up and then I'll let you know what I'm going to do with these squares. Okay, I've got things cut out. I've got 5 pairs. I have got 8 cut out of these 3. So I will have 8 pairs of these 3 sets, and I will have 4 pairs of these 2 sets. Now I've gone ahead and drawn the lines on the light ones. These will be my sew lines. I will sew on these lines. I will cut in between, then I will iron it open, and I will have 2 half square triangles. So now I just need to get to the sewing machine. All I need to do is put the set right sides together and sew down the line. And I will just chain piece these until I have them all done. Okay, now I just need to cut down the middle. I'll cut from corner to corner, and that gives me 2 half square triangles. Then I'll just need to press them open. Okay, I've got them all pressed to open. And what I did is I pressed each pair to the darker side of the fabric, and now I just need to trim. Okay, I'm going to put my ruler line on the seam, and I want to cut a 3-inch square so that I have a 2.5 inch finished square. Okay, I've got the half square triangles trimmed, put into piles, and how they're going to go together as a block. So there's 4 in each pile because there's going to be 4 blocks. So I will just turn it over, sew, open, and I will do this all the way. I will do all of these and then all of these, and I will just chain stitch, and then I will add the next row, the next square to this row, and then the next square to this row, and then the blocks will be put together. So let's get to the sewing machine. A few of the blocks needed to be ironed the other direction, so I went ahead and took care of all of those. Okay, now I'm putting the rows together, and then I will put the halves together, and I will have my 4 blocks. Okay, now I'm going to attach all the 4 blocks together to make one big block. Okay, now it's time to put on the borders. I'm going to put on the sides, I will sew it down, and then I will press them open. Then I will put on the top and the bottom and do the same thing. And I will have a 24 by 24. Okay, I've got it all sandwiched, and I'm just going to quilt in the ditch up these cross diagonal lines so that I have the squares, and I'll be going that direction also, and in the ditch around the borders. Okay, I'm going to use my line tamer. I think that's backward. That's from fourpawsquilting.com. I'm just going to go like this in the ditch, and then I'll go all the way around. Okay, we've got the top quilted and trimmed, and now we just have to put the 2 back pieces on. And I'm going to cut it at 17 inches. It'll end up as like 16 because I'm going to put the hem in. Then I will open these up. One's bigger than the other, that's okay. Cut it at 24 inches. No, 24 and a half. Okay, so there's 24. And a half. Okay. right, now I'm just going to iron a fold here, and then I'll flip it over and iron another fold. And then I'm going to sew that fold down on both sides, the long direction. And then we will pin them to our top and get the pillowcase put together. So let me get that ironed. Okay, I've got my fold ironed in, and you want to make sure you do it on the long end of your fabric and not the short end. Okay, now we just have to pin it onto our pillow top and sew it on, and it will be done. Okay, I've got 1/2 on, and you need to put right sides together. This, where you see this seam edge, is the wrong side. This, where there's no edge, is the right side. So, let's see, right sides together. Just pin that on, and I'm going to want to sew with this side showing to make sure I get all the pieces in. Okay, just going to trim the corners. Turn it right side out. And there we have our pillow. Thank you for watching.